Always privileged to welcome our friends from Japan here more consistently in the Kentucky Derby, and very thankful to be joined by Kate Hunter this morning. You're a globetrotter, Kate. You represent Japan on all major international assignments. We kind of akin you to the Kevin Kirstein of Team Japan, but last year you nearly won this race with Forever Young, a generational talent. You bring in Admire Daytona and Luxor Cafe to this year's race, and Admire Daytona arrived here earlier on the 9th. He's been settling into his surroundings, coming off that UAE Derby win, which was a little bit later this year. How has he been settling in, and what can we expect to see from him in the coming days?
Well, he settled in really, really well. Since the race was so recent, there was really no reason to push him over the next couple of weeks, kind of leading up to the Derby. We want to take it slow and make sure we don't exacerbate the lateness of the UAE Derby this year. But he came out of the race remarkably well. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked and knock on all the wood in the world because of how well he came out of that race. So we feel very lucky.
Luxor Cafe was exclusively campaigned in Japan. He had some impressive efforts there. He came to us on Wednesday of this week. He got to take to his surroundings yesterday. Talk to me about his progress and how he's been able to come into himself here at Churchill Downs.
Oh, he just got here, but he was born in America, and so he was used to the flight, so he traveled remarkably well, which is always a concern for travelers. But since, once you've done it once, most of the horses can typically adapt really well, and he's proven that. He arrived in fantastic condition, so he'll be stepping things up as things go along, and hopefully the weather will hold for us. The trainer gets here on both trainers get here on Monday, and so that's when they'll probably start, making decisions and things like that on their final prep. For probably a breeze, I think maybe around Tuesday, Japanese style breeze, so it might disappoint some of y'all. But each trainer has their own very unique tactics, the same as Yahagi did last year, and Otonashi Sensei with his figure eights, and Shintani Sensei with his long figure eights for a long period of time. So it's really awesome to be able to bring these trainers over here and showcase both their training style and their will to win.
I don't think Americans quite know the task that it takes to get these horses here, whether it be from the Middle East, whether it be from Japan. Talk to us about what that travel process really looks like for you guys.
Well, the first step is always booking a plane and making sure their vaccines are up to date. But it's mostly about making sure that you've got everything ordered and everything lined up. For America in particular, when you're coming over here to race, you basically have to do the exact same stuff as if you were going to move to that state as a trainer or as an owner. And so it's a lot of paperwork, which is my job. So they get the fun part, ride the horses and take care of them, get them all ready for the race, and I get to fill out all the forms.
Well, thank you for doing that, by the way, the labor of love that it takes to get that done. But the Japanese racing fans are among the most loyal in the world. What does this race mean to them, especially with the likes of world-renowned jockeys Christophe Lemaire and Jean Moreira joining us this year?
Well, Christoph is a huge fan favorite, and with Joe's win streak right now in Japan, like, he's going to be pretty probably in Japanese betting a very high favorite there. So for the fans, like, they really enjoy seeing their homegrown heroes travel overseas, even if it's a horse like maybe Admire Daytona, who before the UA Derby success might have been lesser known. They really love to see their horses travel. And so with the more recent addition of Japanese betting on some of these races, I think it has really kind of ramped up that enthusiasm for overseas travel, not only amongst the horsemen, but amongst the Japanese fans.
Well, Kate, always a privilege to be able to catch up with you. And folks, do not count out Team Japan as we are rooting them on next Saturday in this year's Kentucky Derby.
Well,